One Gospel, version 2, part 109. Jesus heals and teaches around Jericho. Matthew 20:29 through 34, Mark 10:46 through 52, Luke 18:35 through 28. And it came to pass, they came to Jericho. And as he departed from Jericho with his disciples, a great multitude followed him. And behold, as he was coming near Jericho, two blind men were sitting by the roadside. Timaeus, a certain blind man, a son of Timaeus, sat by the roadside begging. And when he had heard a multitude going by, he asked what this might be. And they told him that Yeshua of Nazareth was passing by. And he began to cry out and say, Lord, Yeshua, son of David, have mercy on me. And many of the multitude and those who went before rebuked him, so that he would be quiet. But he cried out all the more, saying, Lord, son of David, have mercy on me. And Yeshua stood still and commanded him to be called to him. And they called the blind man, saying to him, Be of good comfort, rise, he is calling you. And casting away his garment, he rose and came to Yeshua. And when he had come near, Yeshua answered him and said to him, What do you want me to do to you? And the blind man said to him, Lord Rabbi, that our eyes may be opened, and I might receive my sight. And Yeshua was moved with compassion and touched their eyes. And Yeshua said to him, Go away, receive your sight, your faith has saved you. And immediately he received his sight, and they followed Yeshua on the road, glorifying God. And all the people, when they saw it, gave praise to God. And Yeshua entered and passed through Jericho. And behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, who was a chief tax collector, and he was rich. And he sought to see who Yeshua was, but he could not because of the crowd, because he was of short stature. But he ran ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, because he was about to pass through that way. And as Yeshua came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said to him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must abide in your house. And he made haste and came down and received him joyfully. When they saw it, they all complained, saying, He went in to lodge with a sinful man. And Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, Behold, Lord, I will give half of my goods to the poor, and if I have taken anything from anyone by false accusation, I will give him back fourfold. And Yeshua said to him, Today salvation has come to this house, because he is also a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save the lost. And as they heard these things, he spoke another parable because he was near Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of God would immediately appear. Therefore he said, A certain nobleman went into a far country to receive a kingdom for himself and to return. And he called his 10 servants and gave them 10 mina, and said to them, Do business until I come. But his citizens hated him, and sent an embassy after him, saying, We will not have this one reign over us. And it came to pass that when he returned, having received the kingdom, he then commanded these servants to whom he had given the money to be called to him, that he might know how much every man had gained through business. And the first came near, saying, Lord, your mina has gained 10 minas. And he said to him, Well done, good servant, because you have been faithful in a very little, you have authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Lord, your mina has gained 5 minas. And he also said to that one, You are also over 5 cities. And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is your mina, which I have kept laid away in a handkerchief. For I feared you, because you are an austere man. You take up what you did not put down, and reap what you did not sow. And he said to him, Out of your own mouth will I judge you, you wicked servant. You knew that I was an austere man, taking up what I did not lay down, and reaping what I did not sow. Why then did you not give my money to the bank, and at my coming I might have collected it with interest? And he said to those who stood by, Take the mina from him, and give it to him who has 10 minas. They said to him, Lord, he has 10 minas. For I say to you that to everyone who has shall be given, and from him who does not have, even what he has shall be taken away from him. But bring here those enemies of mine, who do not want me to reign over them, and slay them before me." And when he had said these things, he went on ahead, ascending to Jerusalem.